The Hebrew text in the Bible has hidden formats. By revealing these formats, I will prove the first writer's words were hidden from you. These formats look like poetry as I group them into small paragraphs. Their grouping will become known as a psalm, and together they become psalms. Let me show you our Creator's 12 commandments, listed in Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 through 17. Any father of a family or his wife who did not obey any one of these 12 commandments, our Creator demanded they bring him a sin offering. Thus, our Creator defined the word sin as not obeying any one of these 12 commandments. Next, I want to show you how I changed one word in Exodus 26, verse 26, the word bars to arches, and the words now reveal the style of the roof for our Creator's tent for meeting with Him. Let me show you the translator's words from the preface of the 1611 King James Bible. They gave 4 reasons for themselves or others to edit the Bible's words. The red arrow at the top points to their 3rd reason to edit the text, by the light and feeling we attained unto ourselves. The next red arrow down points to them giving the title, the Divine, to a clerk named Gregory. The next block of words, they point out they were happy that the first emperor of Rome established the year to the course of the sun. Behind this text means Nebuchadnezzar ordered his kingdom to follow our Creator's calendar when he stopped eating grass. Did you notice the letter S in sun is capitalized? This is to give respect to the Egyptian sun god Ra. Have you seen the Egyptian obelisk in the Vatican's front yard? The last arrow points to your reward for studying the Bible. Your reward is to have a fellowship with the saints and participation of a heavenly nature that will never fade away. There is no such thing as nature to a truthful Christian. Our Creator created everything. By their own words, they were not seeking to know our Creator or Jesus. Not everyone has the knowledge to correct every word. I have an old Bible program that has the New American Standard Bible 1977 concordance to help find a better word. Their concordance has the number of times they use that English word in a parenthesis for that Hebrew word. The translators removed his name, YHVH, to put in 2 titles, Lord and God. I replaced those titles using the letters Y and V as his name, for the Hebrew language does not have a J, O, or W. By using these 2 letters, I am closer to the truth than anyone using J, O, or W for his name. So why is there a single letter O in the Hebrew text 1,095 times? No proper English was used? The blue highlighted text is text that I am removing. The red highlighted words are little words that I'm adding. Gray italic words are words that I added. To respect and honor our Creator, all capital letters in purple are our Creator's words. This is Jesus' prophecy, for I am revealing the first writer's words to tell you the true truths about Jesus. As the text is revealed, you... Okay, I gotta get started here, but I know that something's wrong here with my setup. So let me shut that chat off and turn this one on. I'm having a hard time last probably 4 days now. So I still can't. Just give me a second, I'll get going here. This is going to be Jeremiah chapter 20. And I've started it already, and I've had a failure or 2. So other than that, I'm going to, there, okay. Sorry about that. Mic's on, that's off, that's going. All right. Let me just quickly check this button. Okay, that's working. All right. That's the computer program that I use. I need that to show examples here. Okay. When I started Jeremiah here, I didn't know if he was a priest or who he was, because they have a chief officer. But as I kept editing the text, and I found out that he was powerful enough to take Jeremiah and put him into the stockade. And then here it says that all your friends have falsified or falsely prophesied. YV is deceiving you. That's what they're prophesying about Jeremiah. Words from YV was being deceived by Jeremiah, not by them. So when I realized that the word friends needed to be priests, because they have the power to overrule, I guess, at that time, a prophecy. So that means that he has to be a priest. So when I put back here, I realized, okay, now he's a priest for sure, but he can't be just a chief officer. Who is the chief officer? The son from who is the chief. And it was kind of playing as like this guy is this. But I'm thinking it's referring to this. He's the son from this guy, and he is the highest priest. Okay, chief I had to use, and so I'm using the word highest. Priest, just because it carries over from here, and also when it was talking about his friends. So that told me that this guy wasn't the highest priest, that this guy is the highest priest. A priest who is the highest priest. So that's how it's going to read. When I was editing these words here, ending, I had to come back to this word because I had things and I didn't quite understand what these things were until I read this. See, here's where Jeremiah is not put in stocks, but locked in the stocks. That means that your head goes in, your hands go there, and then it clamps over you. Now, that means that that person's going to stand there for a long time, which means that we all know we have to go to the bathroom, but they aren't going to let them out for that. Okay, just to let you understand some of the shaming that's done in stocks when you're there. And it seems like this is located by the house for our Creator. Now, the word house isn't his because these priests are corrupt at this time. Now, knowing that, this is how, when you read the text like this, it'll mean that it's not, our Creator is not showing himself above the mercy seat as a light. His light is appearing, and he speaks from within the light. So then, let's see here, the ending. I had to go all the way down through here, and a lot of it was that all of a sudden everyone in Judah will be taken away, not carried away, taken away, and not as exiles, but as captives to Babylon. So this was telling me that this is the ending of the kingdom Judah. So that's why I have the word ending here. These things added up to mean the word ending. Okay. As you can see, I started grouping the text. Those two make a format. These two connect together to make a larger paragraph. These two did too. These did again. And I'm looking, and I had to transfer the word enemies to this end here, and then I moved this verse up here. I needed a statement as beginning because these two were a comma and a period. When you read these, you'll understand what I'm looking for. It might not be obvious right now, but when you read the text over and over, this is like a statement, and these two are reinforcing what the statement is to make a small paragraph. Okay. changing all to everything, I guess that's not difficult. The captives I've kind of explained. They aren't exiles until they're there. Within this city, this is because this story is, I don't know how much in order it is going to be. I haven't had a chance really to read it over, but it seems like he's talking to Pashur, who he's going to tell that all these things are going to happen, and then and to you, Pashur, who is in your home. Now, this would be that when you're under siege or being besieged, that there's going to be, and this is the whole city, Jerusalem, by the way, that some of them are going to meet here at the high priest home. And I guess it is a house now that I've got him as a high priest. So that I try to, this guy would have a courtyard. So I have to use the word house. A house means a larger estate, maybe having servants. Home is just for the family unit until they grow up and they get another house built for them on their property. So here, I went through here and I realized, like I was telling you, that when it's who's falsely prophesied, why he is deceiving you. Okay. Now what happens is, I'm not sure, this was not really connecting as well as I thought it should. I can remember saying that. Because this because the text that's down here is going to be talking about, well, if you guys were prophesying and deceiving you, meaning our Creator was deceiving the people by Jeremiah prophesying the end is coming, to overcome me and prevailed, I became a laughing stock and everyone was mocking me. In other words, nobody was believing Jeremiah as the prophet, that they had deceived the people for so long that the priest won over the fact that the people weren't going to listen to him either. So then he's going on to explain a little bit more what happened here. And this is when I realized my computer or my program froze up and I still can't get on Twitch. I've got to get a hold of them and find out why. And each time I spake heralding, allowed to prophesy, violence and destruction. Okay, so I might as well blow it up now because I needed you to see some of that text in a distance. So now I will continue editing here. Violence and destruction as words from YHVH have resulted in my reproach. Whoops. My reproach. And I'm adding that. This would be a period. Now, this here, all day long, I'm not seeing it actually fits anywhere here with this, nor is it fitting with this. So I'm going to say that's out. And then what I've got here is, but if I say I will not remember him, and this seems to be our Creator, or speak, and it would be nor here, nor, kind of like no, not an or. So nor speak in his name. So this is our creator. Then my heart, then in my heart, then my heart becomes not a fire, becomes like a, well, sure's not going to shut up in my bones. So we know that that verse is not right. And this here is not really truthful. In my heart, then my heart, if I put burning here and not using the word then as a major word, for example, whoops, that isn't what I want. I wanted this. I try to use a two major words, and here I've got two here, but you can see I've got this here word. Sometimes I do use that as a major word, but not all the time, and this is going to be one of them times that I'm not going to use it. Then my heart becomes like a burning fire, and I cannot endure it. And I don't like the word enduring. What does the secular world tell me here on this? We would use stand it today. I don't think that's quite the word they would use back then. So now let me see what's over here in this concordance. And this was verse like 9. Really good. Right there it showed up. And I'm just doing that to bring the text up here. This low is usually no. Yeah, cannot. No 500 times. Okay. But that's used as cannot here as well. So, endure was only used 5 times, and we got one of those 5 times right now. So, oh boy, that isn't what I was hoping for either. For I have, no, I cannot. I cannot. I want to say like have that happen in his heart. I cannot have that. And actually, this is being said wrong. But if I say I will not remember him, nor speak in his name, my heart would become. Telling the future, so it's would. would become, get rid of that one. My heart would become like a burning flame, and I cannot, it has to be like allow, allow, allow that. I would put this, but that's too big of a major word. So I'm going to use this word, get rid of that word, which, in that color, it usually means that they've added the text in this year of the edition that came out, which would be 1977 text that I'm using. So now let me take a look here. These two are together then it means that those two would be together, and that would make a larger paragraph. Now this is almost stuck right in the middle of this, because really violence and destruction, as words from YV, has resulted in my reproach. But this really doesn't describe the reproach. Here it does. For I am hearing. This would be down. I am. I am hearing. I am hearing them. I have heard them whispering, I guess. So this was right. For I heard them whispering. For I've heard their whispers. For I've heard their whisper. It should have been S. What am I doing with D? For I've heard their whispers of many terrors. Well, I'm seeing this as being divided here. So maybe it's these two. I've heard many whispers. Let us denounce him. Yes, let us denounce him. And that would mean that these here are not what I'm looking for is the truth. But these two here, for I've heard their whispers, and I would say, let us denounce him, not yes, too. And I wouldn't say that this is, let us denounce him too. Okay, I'm going to use this word, him too. I'm not going to use this. Now, let us denounce him too. Although I'm adding this. But I can't. I gotta say that this is gray text. Let us denounce him too. Ever side, I don't know, let's see. How do I use these words here? Because this is a repeat. I don't like repeating things like that. So, and I added those before I forget that. Not on every side. It would be everywhere. Everywhere. I think that's one word. Everywhere I go, not side. Everywhere I go. I'm not seeing that as quite what I'm needing here to make it read smoothly. I'm trying to do too much editing within the text. I'm going to have to look at this again, but I will go over that and I'll put all the new editing in anyway, I guess. Everywhere I go, it could be it's. Let us denounce him too. Okay, maybe that's better. So better save that. Even my even my friends are watching for my fall. And we will take our revenge on him. It's not revenge if prophecy comes true, it's too late. So it can't be for revenge. But I'm just not seeing that or this one here. It has to be our watching for our my trusted friends watching for my fall. Perhaps he is deceived. Okay, I have to use the word and here. And saying he is deceiving us. That's what I'm seeing here. They're talking about him, so us. I move over. Okay. All my friends can't have the word trust. That's too many. All my friends. I don't think they're friends. I'm going to have to put neighbors. Whoops, got to get the GH in here. All my neighbors. Friends, they know them too well. They would not bail on a prophet. All my neighbors are watching for my fall and are 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 saying he is deceiving us. Okay, now that sounds like something you would be hearing, overheard, and it's like denouncing to denouncing. Okay. I've got to get up and get some water. I forgot to do that, and I think my throat is just about dry here, so I'm going to, let's see. Oops. Yeah, I got to sit lower on this one. I forgot to fix that, I guess. The mic's working. Okay. I need to make a note because this is the third time I have forgotten this. And set camera. Okay. Now I'm back. Um, all right. Now, but Wyvie is with me like a dreaded champion, therefore my prosecutor will stumble and prevail. They will utterly be ashamed because they have failed with an everlasting disgrace that will not be forgotten. And then it does change subjects here. So, if this is being said, but Wyvie is for me, not with him. Our Creator is everything, even us, but so it can't be just him. Our Creator is at YV's. I'm going to have to put yet here. And I'm going to treat that as a major word here for the two. I'm thinking sometimes the subject me here can be left there, but I'm not sure if it's working right now. They wouldn't be spreading rumors if that was what they felt about him. Yet YV is for me. I don't know if it's the word therefore. Let me take a look here. Therefore. Um, because of my because I'm persecuted. Um, Let me see the next word here. Oh boy, they got two words that mean the same here. AL is therefore. So this one is used. Um, and yeah, I see it's used therefore as 190 times. Let me see here. Persecuted, pers- persecutors. Because if YV is for me, okay, I'm seeing the problem here I've got. I was trying to use the word therefore. If I get rid of that word, yet YV is for me. I want to put in the word so here. So, like that. So my persecutors will stumble and not prevail. If it's like that, then they will be utterly ashamed because they have failed. Having an everlasting disgrace. Having, being against our Creator, I needed this as to say that this is a forever type of thing here to them, everlasting disgrace. So, they will not be forgotten. And he will not. I have to put the E in here, forget them. Oh, this is our Creator, so I'm saying this is added. This is okay. And he will not forget them. Well, is it hit them or yes, because there's many. Okay, so now I've got this as the comma and this is the period. But if I change the word because to meaning that they're going to fail, because they will fail, this will be because our Creator's going to do this. Although it's going to be caused by our Creator, so because they will fail to have an everlasting disgrace. Not because. That's the word that's bothering me. That needs to be the word soon they will fail. So let me see here. Wrong mouse. Because. Surely. I like the word surely they will fail. When they fail, no. Prophet's got confidence our Creator can do what he's going to do, and nobody can stop him, so it has to be surely. Surely they will fail. Now that's a whole bunch better here. And that's going to be our Creator saying these words. And then this is not needed. Okay, now those two make a group. Yet who does not see, know what's in their mind and heart? This would be to know, because it's our Creator going to do this. To know, that's out then. To know, to test and know. Our minds and hearts. So I'm thinking that's our minds and hearts. Test to know. Yeah, I got that right. I don't think I need this. YB does test to know our hearts, our minds and hearts. Okay. Now, let me see their vengeance on them, for you will have. That's just words being stuck out there in the middle. set forth. This would have to be like, you have began my cause. But I'm just thinking here. See, he's talking to our creator, and this not working here. Let me see your vengeance. This would be our creator's vengeance on them. Now, I know Jeremiah is going to be around afterwards. Is this text going to be saying this is what happened after? And say, I saw your vengeance on them that you have set forth for your cause? Um, Sing do Ivy. And praise. We have to have the second one, so it's, whoops. This needs to go here. And praise Yah. No, it's red. What am I doing here? Sing. It's not going to be sing, it's going to be honor or respect Yv. Honor Yv. Let's do respect. Green. Get rid of this. Okay. Respect Yv and praise Yah, who will save your soul, who will redeem your soul coming out of the abyss. Where's the end? And redeem our souls. Now, this has to be our creator, but it's going to involve Jesus. Now, pushing the wrong button. I'm saying, how come that's not going anywhere? Redeem our souls. Oh, it's this button. Respect Yv and praise Yah, for he will. It hasn't been done yet, so it has to be will. Let's see, how do I do this? Do I just... Yeah, it's part of our creator's will, so I have to do it like this. Add Jesus here, and then get rid of this. He will redeem our souls. This would be a capital H. and he will redeem us. Yeah, I think that's going to be how that verse goes. But this, I keep reading this, and it's not connecting to this at all. Or I'm not. No, I can't connect them. This is just, I'm going to leave it as a 9 point. Just as I carry that text over, I might be able to use that. I don't know. Sometimes pieces do, you do need something like that, even if it's a 2 verse, but I try not to. I try to use a full grouping of them, but cursed be the day the needy will redeem our soul, the needy one from the hand of, no, that's out. Although that could be a 9 point as well, so that didn't work. There. Because does that go with this? It looks like it does. If there's the right verse to meet up with them and fixing the end of the first one. Okay. Cursed be the day when I was born. Let the day not be blessed. That day was not blessed. When I was born, when I have a hard time even saying that he would say that. Who could it be that's saying something like this? Because a prophet knows he's going to heaven, so he would not say any of these things. So who would say those words? Need to move back here a little bit further. Even though that, wow, it's going on quite a bit. Now it's changing here, so even though this is 3 verse and looks like I can make a 3 verse easily out of that, I don't see that as, maybe Judas would say these. I'm not sure. I'm going to just call them out because I can't think of who in any of the text would say those things. And have them written to mean, I just don't see it out of the good kings. If it's yeah, I don't see that as I can keep that text around for anything. I'm really going through the mental state of thinking here, and I'm not coming up with anybody who would say that. Let man be like the cities which YV overthrew without relenting. He hasn't done that yet, although he did that in Israel. So but that's a secular word, man. Let that male be like their cities that YV overthrew with wrestling, without relenting. Um, I don't see that connecting to anything or that I can think of that I've said so far today. And if it's, he's still talking as the curse, but his curse is already, our Creator's curse has already been on him. That's I know. So what is this? Man, I'm seeing this as out. I just can't see that either. Wait 1 second. I erased it. I didn't want that. I wanted this. Um, I'm not seeing that. And her womb would be ever pregnant. No, I don't think. I don't think any of this is going to be there either. That's just like Judah speaking. Okay, I can't think of anybody else. Now Judah is going to heaven, but I can understand what's going on here, and that reminds me. Uh, I got to add that to my other list. By the way, if you're watching this, I have made a couple quizzes for, or one quiz right now. I'm working on a second quiz, just to test the Christians today. And I'm going to get rid of this as well. And I'm going to get rid of this as well. I've made up my mind. When you start running into a lot like that, it's just better to get rid of them. They're words that are going to be found other places, will be in better shape, more detailed, and maybe we'd have the information other than just um, the good guys are still going to be around. So, if I put this here, yeah, I had to work on the macros again. They weren't really good. I've been just having one problem after another problem. Let's see if it works. Oops, I forgot about those. And this gets the second cleaning. Okay. If these are going to connect together. Now this, I moved here, so what did I, maybe I took that out and it goes like this. And then 2 here, 1 here, 2 here. 2 here, 2 there. Okay. Pashur, a priest, a son from Immer, who is, it would be our highest priest, or is, who is the highest priest. I can say the highest priest because these are not good guys. He's not a good guy, so that's why they're not being capitalized. That's why they aren't in purple. They're the bad guys. So he couldn't say our priest. Okay, to get that right, it has to be the. And by the house for YV, he heard Jeremiah prophesying their end. Then I have to add this. And since I'm doing this editing here, then Pashur had Jeremiah locked in the stocks by the house for YV. On the next day, when Pashur released Jeremiah, Jeremiah said to him, "This was said by YV, behold, I'm going to cause yourself to be afraid, and all of the priests too. I will give you to your enemies, after you look on them die by the sword." Well, that doesn't read really smooth, but it's saying what it needs to say. For everyone in Judah, yeah. After you look on them, after you look, I will give you to your enemies after you look on them die by the sword. Then everyone, it has to be then. Now, a lot of times you're going to see that I had to add the text, removed it, put it back, but I don't know what's going to happen there. Then everyone in Judah will be taken away. And, okay, so, taken away as captives to Babylon. I will also give them all the wealth within the city, and all its riches, even the treasures for the kings for Judah. And for you too, Pashur, I will go into this. Okay, because he's telling what's going to happen here. But this might be what he had said. This all sounds like our Creator is saying this as prophecy. This is all like this should be like this. As our Creator is saying this and prophesying this. Now this is talking one-on-one to this guy. But this is prophecy. You will go into captivity. You'll enter Babylon. There you will die. Maybe I'm only supposed to keep those parts. And there you'll be buried. That's prophecy. And then I need a double space here. All the for all the priests, all your priest, that would have to be here, would be your, because if he's the chief priest, it's got to be your priest. Your priests have falsely prophesied. YV is deceiving you. Okay. To overcome me and prevail, I became a laughingstock and everyone was mocking me. Now that almost sounds like they're separate here, so I'm going to put a double extra space in there, not knowing what's going on here. And each time I spake heralding aloud to prophesy violence and destruction as words from YV has resulted in my reproach. But if I say, I will not remember him nor speak his name, my heart would become like a burning fire, and I cannot allow that. Maybe that's how a prophet died. This is not Jeremiah. I don't know. Okay. Just my mind does go wandering all over the place when I read these. There's so many stories that. Anyways, it's. For I've heard their whispers everywhere I go. Let us denounce him too. All my neighbors are watching for my fall and are saying he is deceiving us. Okay. Yeah, YV is for me. So now this, I'm trying to think. I got to put more of his text that I'm trying to remember from last week. I know he was talking to the people after they had gone. So maybe that's where this, and it's got, a lot of it will, surely they have failed and now having everlasting disgrace. See how that would change that? Okay. But I'll just say that that's pretty good for the text today, or during this one. Got to take another closer look there, but got quite a bit. I know I didn't do all the editing on screen, but I've been having troubles. And right now, YouTube is not saying no problems today. It's just Twitch now that I'm just at all here. But I will call it an end for a quick one here. Now that didn't take long. That was less than an hour if I get all my extra words out. So, okay. I'll try to put up another one real quick here.